Working. Hi Fuyuma. Hi Ben. Hope you're doing great, guys. And we're just starting. You may ask me everything you want. Good to see you too, Ben. Yeah. Kind of the lazy stream. I woke up very late today, maybe around 3 p.m. So that's why it's very, very complicated to go down in the bed, to go to the bed early. Fuck! No one is watching my video. Why? Well, views are going down basically. Well, I have the plans for one more video. Maybe I'm gonna publish it early morning for better views, because at night publishing something is strange. I just watched your video. Thank you, NB. Saying hi, video games live stream. Maybe later. Yeah, we're gonna go to Venezuela. Awesome. And you're just online here. yeah, on Twitch. Well, let's go to the flight radar. 24. Let me log in. Yeah, it's like that. Activity in Venezuela, you say, yeah? Line 12. Some sort of the surveillance plane or what? What is this? Like, it doesn't have the type, nothing. Aircraft type and a country of registration, United States. That's all we have. And I heard that there is some sort of the F-18 pumped out briefly. I heard the information. Oh, this one is tracked by many, huh? Line 12. What others are doing here? Also, some sort of the plane circling around, yeah? It's kind of tricky. Well, this is the ATR, yeah. What is this? This is cargo plane flying also, and this is also car. So 2 planes. This one, line 12, and party 11. Party. That's the call sign. By the way, no time is still valid for that one. I think that the main base is in Puerto Rico, yeah? American base, yeah. Base. So basically 2 planes flying. It's easy to track them because most track flights are Felix 11 somewhere. Also Felix 11 Boeing. This is Super Hornet flying. If they fly with transponder, it doesn't really mean anything. Putin is in the Epstein files. I'm not sure, maybe everyone is in Epstein files. Military of government. Those are just the usual planes. Oh, it disappeared somewhere. Again, it disappeared. Oh no, it's here. Tolkien Zo, thanks for following, bro. Bro, thanks for following. There are more planes near Aruba. Yeah, but those are regular planes. Nothing interesting. So it disappeared. Yeah, we can follow it only somehow like that, just in the most track flights. F-18 flying those circles. I don't think it's like something precautious, or they're just flying around. I don't think that they will attack Venezuela just like that today. Dennis, can you answer my question, please? It's about the Ukrainian army. Ask me a question. Why are you asking me the question, whether I can answer the question? Just put your question out there loud in comments. Mate Lich, thanks for membership. Tiziokyok 3110, thank you for your kind support of the channel. Denys Trump blind, don't he see that Putin is clowning him? I think he just likes Putin. It's too much. Or maybe Putin has a photo with Trump and Buba. Maybe he has something on Trump, I don't know. Then I heard Trump wants to talk to Maduro. Yeah, there were some information. There was the leaked information, allegedly saying that there were already talks between Maduro and American administration. Mark Rubio said that there were no any talks, but some of the legacy media agencies, they published this information about the talks. Maduro allegedly wanted to step down even in 2 years or something. On ADSB exchange, you can filter too many to military aircraft. Oh, I don't know how to do it, but we have commercial traffic. It's okay all as well. Felix 12 is tracked. Yeah, Felix 11 is this fighter jet allegedly, and Felix 12 is something flying circles. Why is the circles are like this? I don't know. They're just burning fuel, I know. Showing the presence of USA. The question is how many Ukrainian soldiers are deployed at the front, because I tried to find this information, but each time I get different answers. I cannot also tell you. I'm not a military general. The last time, it was probably the last year, 250, 300,000 troops, something like that, from general quality of the Ukrainian army quantity. Putin has Buba videos for sure. Yeah, I think so. What is your plan if it is really be the end of war? I don't know what my personal plans, but I will not go to Ukraine right now. Maybe I'll try to stay here for a while. If not, some other country, I don't know. There are many countries. I don't see like why the end of the war, even if it stops, it's gonna start again. So I don't see the reason for me go back, because it will restart 100%. It doesn't help Ukraine that Zelensky didn't help Trump in 2017. Fuck Trump. He didn't help, that's fine. I would not help Trump as well. Real troop deploy numbers are always a secret, yeah. Felix call sign might be the Tomcatters. Felix 12, maybe. Denys, you should visit the Caribbean, it's a nice place. Yeah, I hope so. Just preparation for the next more big one. Well, it depends on what conditions. If Putin is forced to stop the war, it's one variant. If Ukraine is forced to stop the war, that's another variant. Of course, it will lead to the restart of the war. I think that with Putin alive, it's going to be war all the time. It can fluctuate, with the waves. Low intensity fights, high intensity flights. Oh, explosions in Feodosia and Saki area in Crimea. Nice. You see, after Donald Trump tried to resolve the war, Russia started to strike Ukraine even more. They show their real intentions. How long I will stay? I have some family health issues. I see. Mr. Murphy. It's up to you. I hope your family is okay. Will be fine soon. Today in the channel. Nice. Then he's just spotted a United States military Navy plane off the coast of Guinea. Check it out. I think it's a Navy plane. Okay, it could be a Navy plane. What it will change? I also want to ask whether America is supplying weapons to Ukraine or no. The last stream we checked out the graph that it supplies the weapon. It supplied the weapons for this year for 480 million, which is basically nothing. And I think those were the end of the Joe Biden's contracts. So basically, no, they are not supplying anything. That's why they only allow Europeans to purchase their weapons. That's why we need America for now with Donny. Donny. Russian boat near UK. Okay. And then sending big hugs from Copenhagen. Oh, nice. Denmark. Incredible what is happened. I saw in a video. What is incredible? I was just making fun of Trump and all of that bullshit, you know. They're delusional, stupid fuckers. That's it. Nothing more, nothing. I want to search that Trump Truth Social. Allegedly. Yeah. Here we go. Trump has demanded the arrest. Ground news, we have it. Trump has demanded the arrest and trial of 6 Democratic members of Congress over a viral video urging troops to refuse illegal orders, calling their actions seditious and punishable by death.
Senator Alyssa Slotkin.
Senator Mark Kelly.
Representative Chris Deluzio.
Congresswoman Maggie Goodlander.
Representative Chrissy Houlihan.
Congressman Jason Crow.
I was a captain in the United States Navy.
Former CIA officer.
Former Navy.
Former paratrooper and Army Ranger.
Former intelligence officer.
Former Air Force.
We want to speak directly to members of the military
And the intelligence community.
Who take risks each day
To keep Americans safe.
We know you are under enormous stress and pressure right now.
Americans trust their military.
But that trust is at risk.
This administration is pitting our uniformed military,
And intelligence community professionals.
against American citizens.
like us. You all swore an oath.
To protect and defend this Constitution.
And right now, the threats to our Constitution aren't just coming from abroad.
But from right here at home.
Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
You can refuse illegal orders.
You must refuse illegal orders.
No one has to carry out orders that violate the law.
Or our Constitution.
We know this is hard.
And that it's a difficult time to be a public servant.
But whether you're serving in the CIA,
In the Army,
Our Navy,
The Air Force.
Your vigilance is critical.
and know that we have your back.
because now, more than ever,
The American people need you.
We need you to stand up for our laws.
our Constitution,
And who we are as Americans. Don't give up.
don't give up.
don't give up.
Don't give up the ship.
Yeah, and he is melting down. This is really bad and dangerous to our country. Their words cannot be allowed to stand. Seditious behavior from traitors. Lock them up. I'm baby crying. He also retweeted, Donald Trump just retweeted that. Hang them, George Washington Wood. Hang them. Seditious behavior punishable by death. They say that like it's really in all of the military documents, right? That you can you must disobey illegal orders. It's normal. It's in every like army. It's like what Jake Bro says. I think he says something about it because he also served. I'm sure he retweeted something about that stuff. Oh, yeah, here we go. This is the President of the United States threatening to kill members of Congress because they told our members of the military to refuse illegal orders from any command officers. I was a commissioned officer in the United States Air Force. During my time in officer training school, I was told to refuse any illegal order from a superior officer and report it up my chain of command or to base legal. Does the United States military no longer do this? No, you should obey to this guy. Obey to your God, Donny. Yeah, he really uses his army as his own, like, his own force. Private army Donny. Trump is just so crazy. Yeah, and do you really think that he can resolve some of the problem or issue with the Ukraine? Come on. With the Ukrainian war, I'm sorry, not with the Ukraine. That's Trump is just so crazy, indeed. Like, Trump cannot handle his own politics, his own issues in United States, and now he tries to handle Russia. Yeah. They're so incompetent, those politicians. So incompetent. It's crazy. One day they will look after him. Can we stop by McDonald's? What? We are not driving. How can we stop? Trump will set up the guillotines at the White House. Yeah. That would be his dream. I'm saying you. Yeah, I'm telling you that his dream would be to return to some sort of the Middle Ages to punish everyone with death penalty. Yeah, the peace plan of Ukraine is published. It means absolutely nothing. So no any breakthrough, no nothing. Trump just shows that he's incompetent. That's it. 2 people are receiving medical treatment following a small electrical fire in the United States Capitol. So Trump is calling for deaths of congressmen who were elected. And Trump actually has lots of the crazy MAGA followers who might understand his words as a call for action, right? Punish, death, hang them. Yes. Or how he's done to his own fellas, like Marjorie Taylor Greene, yeah, calling her a traitor. What do you do with traitor? Kaput them. That's like Trump, he doesn't understand the weight of the president's words. He just throw them left and right, not understanding what, like, he is very, very incompetent. Absolutely. Delusional man somehow, who got somehow to the White House. He was delusional during his first term. Now he's completely nuts. Absolutely. Out of rails. Unhinged. Seems like Mr. Trump needs a big distraction because everything is falling apart at home. Yeah, something like achieving a peace in Ukraine in just 1 week. Yeah. But Zelensky will not sign it. I'm sure about it. He already said in his address to people that we received the proposal from Americans how they see the end of the war or peace deal. But we have our own look on it. We're gonna maintain consultations with White House administration. That's it. Nothing will happen. That's exactly what he wants to happen. He knows what MAGA do over his words. Yeah, I think so, Ozzy. Тимофей, иди нахуй. He was asking me why Ukrainians hate Russians. Fuck you. Elect Putin and who started the war, praise Putin like with majority, and why we hate you. Svein, thank you. Glory to heroes, thank you. Hey, Apex spouse. What is this? Oil? How Russians get the oil from... Oh shit. Something went wrong. Yeah, that's definitely oil. How they drill something, huh? Yay! That's the hose. Or maybe that's the gas. Gas or oil? Maybe even gas. Will it be a big kaboom? Please! No. Substances going out. Oh, so it's very loud. I didn't mean to make it loud, I'm sorry. I just forgot to reduce. Well, they created some sort of the flame. It vanished now. Nice. Russian oil technology. Only 8 a.m. here. Oh, nice. Multiple United States military platforms are born off the coast of Venezuela. RC-135 River Joint Recon Aircraft, Felix 1 FA-18E Super Hornet, additional FA-18s could be. Other aircraft were spotted in the area but weren't visible on Flight Radar 24 at the time of the screenshot. They were flying parades. I don't think that they will strike Venezuela today. Denys, you slowly understand my concerns. What do you mean, Da Vinci? Can you explain what пошел нахуй? It's fuck you means. Пошел нахуй, it means fuck you. If you translate directly, it's go to dick or go to pee-pee, something like that. It's Kohash, hello. You see, you entered that, then we are discussing philosophical questions. Mysterious signs that appeared in Mexico? No. Okay, so EU buys the weapons. Well, by purchasing Russian oil and gas, they buy weapons for Russia also, and also for Ukraine. Russia's United Nations envoy Vasyl Nebeze claims Zelensky forbids acknowledging lost cities. Acknowledging lost cities? Orders troops to hold positions to the last man and blocks retreat. He also says heavy Ukrainian losses are evident from ongoing body exchanges between Russia and Ukraine. Heavy losses. Let me show you some of the losses. Not from Ukraine, though. I have to use my outstanding tools to blur everything of that or to censor. Where did I see it today? Come on. That was such a fantastic video or photo. Where is it? Many Russian Nivas. Where the hell is that? Steranka didn't post it. Well, maybe we have it on this channel. I'm looking for it. Looking very precisely. Damn it. I saw it in many channels today. There should be something. Okay, maybe I'll find it later, but just for you to imagine lots of the Russian Nivas and lots of the Russians are lying there. And they say us about heavy losses. Yeah, Ukraine also has losses, but not even close as Russians do have. Oh, yeah, I found it. Now I gently, very gently should apply my censorship, my own. And then I'm gonna show you the screen. It's the recent attack. I think it's Dnipropetrovsk direction. Russians still try to send something there. Preacher, hi! Any tips of American going to Ukraine? I understand there is some crucial differences. Thank you, Brad. Preacher, just be careful. You know, I think if you join the military, and I understand that you want to join or something, but I think in the military everything will be standard. But in the normal life, just be careful. Could be scammers, you know. Also, they will see that you are a foreigner and try to avoid that. It's better not to trust like average people you don't know, and it's better to have some sort of the friend in your, maybe from your military battalion or someone. Yeah, I think it will be enough for so just be careful with normal people, average people whom you don't really know. Don't trust everyone. It's not just for Ukraine, it's for all of the Eastern European countries. Okay, so here we have the Russian advancement in Dnipropetrovsk region. They're on fire, everyone. Well, those two vehicles, like this is, I guess, also Niva, yeah? This is Niva, camouflage that didn't save them. And what the hell is this? It doesn't look like factory-made vehicle, but everything out there is on fire. I want to see where it leads. Maybe it's just the part of the image. Oh yeah, that's just we have a close-up perspective, which is yeah, there are lots of the Russians in the fields. Yep, they were stopped. 30 years war could be got. I think that, like, how long Putin can live? What is his estimate time of living? So while he's alive, there will be the war, unfortunately. As for me, I don't see how it could potentially end with Putin feeling absolutely comfortable during the wartime. His idea is to continue it. Niva is some kind of the trashy Lada. No, Niva is actually the best Lada ever made. But still it's trashy. Like, it's the best from all of the Lada. If everything doesn't break, which is impossible for Lada, it works very well. I mean, the technology itself, all of this off-road capability, how the mechanisms are designed. So design is actually nice, how it all works. But the fact that it all breaks down apart, because it's made out of plasticine. Yeah. So in Soviet Union, the problem was always, it was the Soviet Union problem, that scientists or designers, they design their products quite well, very well, sometimes even using Western ideas from Japan, from United States, from Germany. So on the paper, everything should work absolutely great. But then they do it, it's all crap. Almost everything, except military maybe. Yeah, because of lack of the normal materials, normal equipment to produce everything of that. So everything produced in Soviet Union is mostly shit. As well as in Russia. In Russia, it's even shittier. I think Putin will end by hangs on his own friends. Maybe. I hope so. Yuri Bezmenov? No, I don't know him. Trabant, yeah. I have talked about the Maidan protests. I've read a little, but would appreciate your input because you live there. Well, everyone has its own attitude for protests. I didn't support them by the time. For me, it was strange because I don't like any sort of the revolutions. But I took the part of in the revolution of 2004. But it was very peaceful, no any murders. And Yanukovych, both of the revolutions against Yanukovych. But I understand why people went there in Maidan in 2014. Well, it was not just my style, that's why I didn't participate. I thought that it's better to wait a little and to change the government in a normal way by voting. For sure, Yanukovych would not be elected, but people chose differently. And I understand them because Yanukovych behaved really terribly. And indeed, police started to hit people on the streets, those who protested against the Yanukovych decision to turn away from European integration. So, yeah, I understand those people, but for me it was not a good idea, like to go like that on revolution. That's why I didn't participate. Yeah. And because the factory, the director was usually shoe salesman with the party connections. Yeah. Also like that. Also, Soviet economy is bad because it has planning. Like, okay, we have the plan for 5 years. How can you plan the life for 5 years? It's impossible. Planning. Now planning is impossible just for 1 year. I would say everything is changing. Have a Soviet AK and Mosin. They are fine rifles, but SKS is best. Okay, nice. Thanks, G. Gibbs. Does Lada come with the working heater yet? I had Lada, so you may call it Zhiguli. Zhiguli, it's called, the first Lada variant, which was copied from Fiat and a little modified. So everything was working there on that car. Working, but yeah, it was like my grandpa took care of that car, like as for a family member, you know, so that's why it was working. Oh, so we can go to the peace plan, yeah? Peace plan. I already noted about it on my, yapped a little on my main channel. Maybe like this. Ukraine's sovereignty will be confirmed. Yeah. Let's mark this point. Ukraine's sovereignty confirmed. Yeah. That's it. Plan finished. The rest is bullshit. Yeah. Why do we need other? If we have this one, why do we need other stuff? Just fuck Russians out and that's it. A comprehensive non-aggression agreement will be concluded between Russia, Ukraine, and Europe. Well, by the way, Europe is out of the span. The first, like Kaya Kallas said that she knew about this plan from TV, from the news. Now they put Europe out there. Like Europe is, okay, let's put this crap here. Okay, that's Americans' behavior and Russians. I mean, American Vitkov. All this word, of the last 30 years will be considered settled. Abigulitilis. Okay. Okay. Settled. It is expected that Russia will not invade. It is expected... Oh, that's fun. I didn't read it in English variant like that. I think it's auto translation. I actually translated myself on a video, but it is expected that Russia will not invade neighboring countries and NATO will not expand further. Expectations and reality. Sometimes they're different. A dialogue will be held between Russia and NATO, mediated by United States to resolve all security issues and create conditions for de-escalation in order to ensure global security and increase opportunities for cooperation and the future economic development. Basically, blah, blah, blah. Good luck with that. Yeah. Closest I came to any Soviet weapon was Baikal air rifle. Not a patch of my BSA, but okay for blinking targets. Nice. I remember my grandfather had a Lada Riva. Lada Niva, maybe. Riva, I don't know what is that. It was green. I remember one day I saw fly on the roof outside the car, tried to bash away. There was a mark on it, trying to get rid of. Oh, interesting, Xkahash. I didn't know your grandpa had Lada. You know the feature with that you guys told about heater on Lada. Then you turn on a heater on Lada, you reduce the temperature of your coolant. So if your engine is running hot, just turn on the heat. Yes, at the summertime. It usually goes. For your engine not to boil up, you turn on the heater. You're just like this in sauna. Put all the windows down. It doesn't have the air conditioner, no. You put on the heater for the engine to feel okay. For you to feel like in sauna, but for the engine to feel okay. I did it, it works. It really works. A dialogue will be held between Russia and NATO, mediated by the United States. It's bullshit, yeah, we already discussed. Ukraine will receive reliable security guarantees. Hooray! A United States official told Axios this would be an explicit security guarantee for Ukraine from the United States, the first time that has officially been on the table during these talks. Through the proposal does not offer further details. Crap. In this case, it's crap. The size of the Ukrainian armed forces will be limited to 600,000. Actually, it's a good sign. Now you see, now Ukraine has 1 million. 1 million active soldiers in all of the Ukrainian army around. From them, maybe 200, 250 on the front lines. Before the war had started, Ukraine had 250,000 soldiers, in total, before Russian attack on Ukraine. Now it's 1 million. If there is the ceasefire, Ukraine will still have 600,000 active soldiers. The rest 400,000 will be reserved. So then Russia started special military operation. Actually, Ukrainian army will increase by more than 2 times from that start of the special military operation. As they call, the goal is to demilitarize Ukraine, yeah? Demilitarize from 250 to 600,000. I think for Ukraine it will not take much time to mobilize those reservists for 100,000. So I think 600,000 will be, it's okay. Like this figure is fine, 600,000, because yeah, that's fine. After all, it's not. It's 2 times more than Ukraine had in 2022, and just in case Ukraine may call for reservists. Shit, I draw so much. The size of Ukrainian armed forces will be limited. Note: Ukraine's army currently includes 800,000, 850,000 personnel. Now it's close to 1 million, included around 250 prior the war, according to Ukrainian official. Yeah, so. It's not like complete demilitarization, right? Just a little bit lower army. I think Ukraine would keep even lower number than 600,000 active, because it's not for economy. It's not possible to maintain, especially for Ukrainian economy. It's not possible to maintain 600,000 soldiers during the peace period, yeah, or ceasefire. They will be dismissed. Stay in reserve. It's not possible to keep 1 million army. So yeah, this is like blah blah blah. My grandfather had Lada 150S. It was cool, 78 horsepower. Yeah, something like that. Good evening, Mark. How many decades will it take for Russia to recover the lost economy-wise and military-wise after the war? Maybe 2 years, if they really put efforts into recovery of its army. Economy will not recover maybe for decades, like to the previous growth that Russia had, actually. So much like a foreign policy. Ukraine agrees to ensure in its construction that it will not construction. Ukraine agrees to ensure in its constitution that it will not join NATO. NATO is nothing. Like, NATO will not protect Ukraine. I'm sure about it. NATO is not a security guarantee any longer. Especially with Donny. Without Donny, maybe not. But with Donny. For Donny, NATO is someone else, not United States. United States Army and NATO. Even in his addresses to people, in his conferences, he said that NATO is NATO. And NATO is purchasing the weapons from the United States. But you are the NATO. Donny is stupid. So, bullshit once again. European fighter jets will be stationed in Poland. Okay, they are now stationed in Poland, so what? Or maybe those are Ukrainian fighter jets. European fighter jets will be stationed in Poland. I don't understand it. Maybe the fighter jets Ukraine obtained, or what? The United States guarantee. The United States will receive compensation for guarantee. Compensation for guarantee пиздец. Oh, sorry. It's in Russian. If Ukraine invades Russia, what? They really type it. If Ukraine invades Russia, okay. It will lose the guarantee. Okay. If Russia invades Ukraine, in addition to decisive coordinated military response, okay, just for you to see, military response, all global sanctions will be reinstated, recognition of a new territory and all other benefits of the deal will be revoked. Okay, if Ukraine launches a missile at Moscow or St. Petersburg without cause, the security guarantee will be deemed invalid. So Putin may bomb Moscow himself and say that it's Ukraine, so easy go. It's so stupid that it's annoying as Trump. Yeah. Ukraine is eligible for EU membership and will receive short-term preferential access to European market while this issue is being considered. Okay. A powerful global package of measures to rebuild Ukraine, including but not limited to the creation of Ukrainian Development Fund, blah, 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 blah. So, nothing. The United States will cooperate with Ukraine to jointly rebuild, develop, modernize, and operate Ukraine's gas infrastructure, including pipelines. And I also read that the United States, they want to receive 50% of all the profit of what? It's not listed here, but maybe here. Yeah, this quality is better. Russia will be reintegrated into the global economy. The lifting of sanctions will be discussed. The United States will enter into the long-term economic cooperation agreement with mutual development in areas of energy, natural resources, infrastructure. Okay. Projects in Arctic. Yeah, lovely Russia. Russia will be joined back G8. Frozen funds will be used as follows. Oh yeah, here. 100 billion frozen Russian assets will be invested in United States-led effort to rebuild and invest in Ukraine. The United States will receive 50% of the profits. Europe will add 100. Like, United States just receives. It doesn't give anything. Yeah? It just... Why do we need United States here in the scheme then? Like, what are they doing? They call Ukraine to capitulate, that's it, and we receive money. You capitulate, we receive money. And Russia receives your land. Like, there is no any sort of them. Oh, fuck. Accession, yeah, it's called accession of Russia here. Nothing. I don't want even to read this shit like any longer. All Nazi ideology and activities must be rejected and prohibited. Like, Nazi ideology is already prohibited in Ukraine. We have a special law for communism and for Nazism. It's this single freaking law. You cannot demonstrate swastika. Tell United States, yeah? In United States, what they... I think I tweeted it. Tweeted it somewhere. Yeah. The United States Coast Guard will no longer classify the swastika as emblem of Nazi Germany and linked to the death of more than 400,000 Americans who died fighting for World War II as the hate symbol. Instead, labeling it as potentially divisive. So swastika is not a symbol of hate, but it's potentially divisive, along with the display of noses and Confederate flag according to the new policy that takes effect next month, and that was seen by the Washington Post. Jeez. There should be denazification. Russia, can you denazify United States, or maybe something is wrong with it? Confederate flag. The public display of the Confederate battle flag is prohibited and shall be removed from the Coast Guard work spaces. Comments. Display the exist of the subject to removal. Is it the old one or the new one? For anyone claiming it is false, feel free to go and which clearly states potentially divisive symbol and flags. Potentially divisive symbol flags include but not limited to the following: no swastika and symbols flags to. Okay. Battle flag, do they know what is that? I don't know. Senior officials believe Dmitrov leaked the plan to Axios as a way to put their POV out there first, because it seems like they were winning. One of the officials said, "This is just a tit for tat, always have been." What? It is nothing burger. Venezuela, 3 F-18s flying. Again, Kellen. This photo is hilarious. They're like comedy shit show actors out there. Nice playing. Zelensky should make a big event declaring they are denazified, since no one knows what that really means. Yes. Good night. My lifetime is not worth to stop with such trash. Good night. Zelensky should make a big event declaring they are denazified. Yeah, I read that. We can make our own tomahawks. Yeah. This shot needs more colors. It's all white and needs something to break up the lines. Yeah. Like on Twitter, it's different color for different nickname. It's better to understand. Here it's like everything white. I don't really like YouTube chat as it's done, from the technical perspective. It's hard to find what someone says. On Twitch, it's more real and you have more gaps. Like, it's tiny, but it has more gaps. Font Doth, hi, thanks, welcome to saying thanks. NTSB has indicated in its aviation investigation preliminary report today that the United Airlines Boeing 737-800 was involved in a mid-air collision with a global sounding balloon while in cruise flight. Global sounding balloon was launched from Spokane. According to the captain, while established in a cruise flight at flight level 660, he noticed an object distance on the horizon. Before he could mention the object on the first officers, there was a significant impact. Balloon stopped communicating. Okay. So after all, it was the balloon. Meteor balloon or something. They were actually lucky that it hit not just the windshield, but also the part of the metal. If it was just a windshield, it's gonna be it could lead to disaster, to the crash, because this window would not withstand it. Absolutely, you see those marks on metal? It's crazy. So for sure, you'll have pilots injured. They were injured already, with debris from an inner part of layer of the glass. Gotoksip, thanks for following. So they were lucky, really. If balloon hit here, no go. Single pilot at least, maybe no pilots, rapid depressurization, emergency descent, and so on. Yeah, it's none of this is normal, yeah, for sure. Maybe I'm gonna record a separate video about Trump, or maybe just cut this live stream where I said about this. The President of the United States just called for my arrest and execution. In the moment's fear, what?
This morning, President Donald Trump threatened to have me arrested and executed simply for reminding our service members of their oaths to follow the Constitution and to defend the rule of law. I've taken many oaths throughout my life as a combat veteran, a paratrooper, an Army Ranger, and now as a member of Congress. That is a lifetime oath for me. I will never stop defending it and upholding that sacred obligation. It's very telling that President Trump and those around him think it's criminal simply for asking people to follow the law. This moment requires moral clarity. Every American, regardless of your background, should unite and reject his calls for political violence. This is a moment that requires leadership. I intend to uphold my obligation, my oath, and to lead. Don't give up the ship. This morning, President Donald Trump threatened.
Okay. Yep. What is this? Sometimes it is better to watch from the distance than to get involved. Arc Raiders never get boring. What the hell is this? Yeah, Arc Raiders is a nice game. Oh, by the way, yeah, I think Clash Report, they shared the video of Putin. No, not the Clash Report. Something different. Mm. So many news, so many news. What do we have coming? Alexievka, Resursosnivka. Where is this? Pokrovsky, this is Dnipropetrovsk Oblast, it seems like. Some operation of Ukrainian army there. Oh, I cannot show it to you. Don't ban me, Twitch. It was an accident. So many wires there. Those kind of the fiber optic cables, yeah? All with the fiber optic cables everywhere. Fiber optics. Bah. Rubio Cubio, yeah. Rubio looks like he needs to get on Ozempic with the rest of them. I think I will put my head down now. Good night, Maester. Good night. As an American soldier, I look at oath to the Constitution. Nice, Hawk. Germany has officially confirmed that preparations have begun to send long-range Taurus missiles to Ukraine, according to the Friedrich Merz. He doesn't say about Taurus. He says about missiles. What kind of hell I know? Maybe Taurus, maybe not. Remember how the Wehrmacht were forced to swear the oath to the leader? Yeah, that's coming next. Yeah, there is something also about it. It's better to show people sleeping on the job. What? Remember then Republicans would put it out and in their jacket pocket at the same time. Yeah, Evelyn, I agree. Have you seen Law Abiding Citizen? No. It seems like I didn't see that movie. I heard about it, but I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. Yeah, there is definitely a national division in the United States, but most people hate Trump or disapprove his policy, at least. I was surprised that today Gerasimov, he was telling actually like more or less real information on the briefing, saying that, Russia controls 70% of Pokrovsk. But before they say that it was disaster for Ukraine, that all of the Ukrainian army is encircled, 18 battalions, which makes it roughly 8,000 soldiers, I think, which is nothing. Bring back a tone of 2 to 5. I don't think it's a good idea, after all. Have you seen... no, I haven't seen that. Olmert said it was long range, last I heard, which also means support of their homemade missile. Anyway, but yeah, see you, Meister. The Germans would probably supply some parts of design so Ukraine can build missiles themselves because everyone is scared of escalation. Maybe. It appears they voted for him. Yeah, they vote. But I think if elections were now, they would not support Trump. I think so. Most people didn't vote. That's what goes. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, maybe Hulk, you are right. Yeah. You are absolutely correct. Have you seen this? If you follow me on Pilot Blog, you maybe already know this news. The new photos released by investigation team. See how it's separated, just separated from the engine. Engine from the wing, yeah. Fuel caught fire and here you go. Jeez. And the debris went to the central engine and there is the compressor stall, not enough thrust, like with only one engine working, really heavy airplane to Hawaii, it's no go, absolutely. It was doomed, together with the crew, together with the people on the ground. Jeez. At first I thought that maybe there was internal engine failure, uncontained failure, maybe some of the parts of the engine hit the pylon and it detached, but it seems like the problem with those kind of, we call those ears, that hold the bolt, that attaches the pylon to the wing. So the speed was enough for aircraft to airborne, but it cannot fly on one engine. Only descent. The problem that it happened after we won, I'm 100% sure about it. It was rapidly, like this, boom. One engine lost, the second engine lost. There is nothing crew could do here. There was the free area, some of the fields or something. Maybe they would be okay. Like landed the aircraft, it would burn down, continue to burn down to the ground, but at least they would have more chances to secure themselves. There are no passengers, just cargo, so maybe they would survive. But with this scrapyard behind, of course, it's no go. That was the third engine disabled as well, yeah. The bearing collapsed and it shook. Yeah, I think it was like the bearing collapsed because it was ripped apart, yeah. We can go to investigation itself. There is the report also. Come on, load! Huh, why download it on my PC? Okay, doesn't matter. Like that is how it should look like, yeah. Made in Japan, by the way. Maybe the same bearing or maybe that is old. It says Japan. And that is what happened to it. So it cracked. And here we have forward lag after lag. And there are some marks here. Yeah, so I think something went wrong with the bearing. It just started to collapse and it put some of the marks here. Like definitely something, there are marks, you see. Maybe because of the vibrations or something. And this mark here. They say that initial cleaning fracture surface left pylon after mount-like fractures found evidence that fatigue cracks addition to the areas. They say that those are fatigue cracks here on top and on the bottom. Yeah, this, very cracky material. It looks like very cracky. Yeah, this kind of the medical instruments are made of something like that, but I'm not sure. Yeah, of course it's the different structure, but shitty materials, yeah, were used after all. Could be. I think maybe it was caused by the bearing itself. And then they removed this bolt here, and this is the bearing and the bolt and 2 rings. I don't know, maybe the problem goes with lugs. France and Germany could arm Ukraine? No, they don't have enough weapons. Like, they could arm, but at what level or what scale? Not necessary excess vibration, multiples of the stress cycles. Yeah, multiple. Yeah, you are correct. Horritify. Yeah. But they found like metal fatigue cracks observed, where fatigue cracks were observed along lug bore. So here. For the forward leg outboard fracture surface, the fatigue consisted entirely or something. Well, maybe the bearing itself was fine. Well, the bolt is intact, but those ears or legs, they separated. This airframe flown for so many cycles, you see. Cycles, it means takeoffs and landings, usually we say cycles, or if we speak about engines, it could be engine start-stop cycles. And unimaginable 92, almost 93,000 hours. That's crazy. How many hours this aircraft flown? Let's calculate, yeah? How many days it spent in the air. $92,992 divided by 24. 3,874 and half days divided by 30, 129 months. 129 months divided by 12, 10 years, 10.7 years. Yeah, so 10 years maybe 9 months, yeah. 10 years, 9 months in the air itself. Just in the air. 10 freaking, almost 11 years, yeah? From the time it was produced. So it was produced maybe 30 years ago or somewhere, I don't remember. Maybe we have this information in the investigation. Then the airplane was made. Where is it? There should be this information published. Like separate maybe about this aircraft, I don't know. Well, anyways, it doesn't matter. So 1/3 of its life around. It's like spent in a year. 1 freaking third of its life. That's crazy. Some metals are extremely notch sensitive, like the titanium. A tiny bit of galling and it snaps. Yeah. Don't fly on old planes, don't fly on new planes. Yeah, you are right. Something is out there. Like with the new planes, there could be a design flow, yeah, like with Max. And also old planes, they're too old to maintain it properly. Well, if the old planes are not that complicated, like for example, small piston engine airplanes or maybe like twin otter, there is simply nothing to break mainly. It's one thing, but if we speak about this very complicated big stuff with millions of parts, of course, it's the chances for them to fatigue or to break apart is high. Yeah. What is happening? Clash report. Does Trump use AI? White House. I don't think so. So maybe Trump really flown the fighter jet and pooping the people if he doesn't use the AI videos. Yeah, glad to see you also, Cheesy. Cheesy Taco 1000. That's a cool nickname you have. 102 people watching. That's crazy. And I have forgot to share my stream. Oh my god. Freaking forgot to share my stream. Need to cut my hair somehow. It's annoying. I'll just post the stream. I have 1,308 followers on X. What's about my channel? How the video performs? I think it performs as shit. Yeah, this is some I like this video honestly. I put my not soul, but the piece of charisma in it. I understand that it's not popular topic to discuss, but for me it was crazy. Oh, by the way, about Epstein, I already shared it on my channel, yeah? Here. United States government says it will hide some names while releasing the Epstein files due to national security concerns. Team Davydov, bro. No, I would actually like to see myself without hair, but my head has a strange form. It's not like this. It's not like a sphere. It wants to be flat like our planet Earth. So I have this after part flat, which is disgusting. So I have to wear some of the hair to hide it. See, like it's very flat. From this side it's okay, but from this side it's ugly. So yeah, it's kind of, I should have some of the hair here. So balding, it's not for me. I should handle it somehow. I am getting bald, but it's gonna be hard for my look. Winter is coming, keep for now, yeah. France has a cheaper air defense system with a plus 10-mile range of the Patriot Pack 2. Yeah, some there was already agreed, but then we'll receive those, I don't know. So what do you think? I think that no Epstein files will be released. Put on that cool hat. Where is my freaking hat? Here we go. Here we go. That's my hat. Didn't. Yeah, that's nice hat. Maybe I'm gonna stream with a hat like this. But then I play games. Maybe I'll stream like this with a hat. Only for the games. For the usual stream without it. Jeff Bezos will fix all of the hair problems if it kills him. Van Helsing, does Val Helsing had this hat? Let me check. Oh, shit. I don't remember. Yeah, actually, it's kind of similar. Yeah. But it's not Australian. Why do we have this? Images. Yeah, it's not really like Australian. I think it's like too high. Well, similar, but it's too wide, man. Yeah, a little bit looks like it. A little bit. I like this actress. What's her name? I forgot. She's beautiful. I watched the camera, I ordered the camera, and now I have all the videos about combat veteran reacted on this disobey order. Do we have Penguin? That. Oh, this one.
Political power, he's had files and been a bunch of emails. There's been a lot going on in regards to the Epstein files and been a bunch of emails that have come out. It's been kind of a smorgasbord of new information, surprisingly. And there's even apparently going to be a full release of the Epstein files. It's been voted on, it's passed, but I'll believe it when I see it. I've talked about this on stream. I am fully expecting this to be the same shit, different toilet,
Yeah, I also think that it will be, as he said, the same information repacked. Damn it, Dennis is gonna miss my message. What? What? Combat Veteran Reacts explained who Buba is, by the way. Really? Really?
packaging the same material that's been released from the Epstein files 5 times now. I swear to God, these Epstein files have been remastered more times than Last of Us. They keep re-releasing the same information over and over again with a different coat of paint. They're not actually releasing new Epstein files, but they keep pretending that they are, or that what they drop is new Epstein file information. But when you actually look at it, it's the same thing that was released years ago.
And why Trump is so against it? Buba is Donika Levinsky. Paul has to work the funds, gotta feed them kids of his. Jesus. Who did Paul say that Buba was? Yeah, I wonder. Well, maybe we're gonna check it out. They're more black sapphire than the white paper. Yeah.
That's what I'm expecting here, but I would love to be proven wrong. I would love if this is finally some real, unredacted, new information that implicates some horrible, evil people, and real punishment comes their way. Actual justice for the victims. We'll see. I have my skepticism about that.
By the way, you know where I have this one from? From Charlie Style with this white thing. Actually, it's a good. I understand what he uses. It's I think AirPods before AirPods, like Apple phones. They're quite good, I would say. They're quite nice.
But another thing that's happened in regards to everything Epstein related is those emails that the committee has released. And there's a lot of mysteries there, of course, the biggest being who is Bubba and what cock was in Trump's mouth potentially. And along with that, there are a lot of other people that have now been thrust into the spotlight here for their close association with Epstein, one of them being a goober named Larry Summers. Now, maybe I'm just a Neanderthal who's living under a rock, but I'd never heard of Lawrence Summers until...
Yeah, I also don't know who is he. Lawrence Henry Larry Summers. American economist, he served United States Secretary of Treasury. So it's like old guy Besant. Old time Besant. Old time. 1999. Okay, professor, economist, Harvard University, Department of Treasury, Deputy Secretary of Treasury. Okay.
But just look at the political power he's had for so many decades now.
Yeah.
He was the 8th director of the National Economic Council under Barack Obama's presidency. He was the president of Harvard from 01 to 06. He was also the United States Secretary of Treasury under Clinton. This is a very powerful guy. And when these emails came out, people were quick to notice Lawrence Summers was very chummy with Jeffrey Epstein, even going as far as to have Epstein as his fucking wingman. He was trying to suck farts out of Jeffrey Epstein's ass looking for tiddlywinks of advice on how he could fuck one of his students, a mentee, as he referred to her as. It is so creepy. It is vile, disgusting shit. Larry Summers has been married since 2005. These texts and emails were from 2018 to 2019. Him trying to get Jeffrey Epstein's input on how he can have sex with this student of his. And it's just this series of whiny messages from him, this pathetic loser-ass shit that you'd probably find in like the foulest corners of Reddit.
Really? What did he write? Summers, who has been married. I think now I'm going nowhere with an expect economics mentor. Summers. I think I'm sorry. I think I'm right now in the scene very warmly in rear view minor category. Yeah, they're discussing that stuff.
Reddit. And Larry, no carry about his marriage, Summers, is begging on his hands and knees for Jeffrey Epstein to bless him with the guidance so he could have sex with this mentee of his. It is so fucking gross. And these are just what is now publicly available in their messages exchanged. Like, it is probably a lot deeper than this connection between Larry Summers and Jeffrey Epstein. This is just what they have, like, physical evidence of with these messages. I have no doubt Larry Summers being this close, where Jeffrey Epstein will refer to himself as Larry's wingman, I have no doubt these two have probably been in cahoots for a long fucking time.
Yeah, of course.
It is scary. Now, I also saw a clip here that someone recorded in their class at Harvard where Larry teaches. And he actually addressed what students were seeing from all of the Epstein information. This was after he made his statement of regret about his connection, calling it like a major error in judgment to communicate with Jeffrey Epstein, the most...
This whole business with files, assuming they haven't been tamped with, that's their wavering around like a rag, ultimately reminds me of our own mediocrity, which brings us so close to monkeys. We really are those macaques, okay, at the bottom of the tree waiting for someone to drop us coconut so we can eat something. Yeah, there is something philosophical about it, Jeremy. Jeroni, I'm sorry. Is this the Jesus of YouTube? Yeah, he looks like Jesus. At least. Fair Drunk just opened the file around here. Yeah, it's like people are, you know, they're still interested in this topic, and I think more even than the war in Ukraine or something. Yeah, so I'll see where it leads, but I don't think the files will be released just like that. And people, they do not demand that much. Like, they're just arguing in social media, that's it.
Infamous pedophile in our fucking history. And he had a little bit to say about all of this, you know, hoopla going on.
Some of you will have seen my statement of regret, expressing my shame with respect to what I did in communication with Mr. Epstein.
Was he saying it after emails were released?
And that I've said that I'm going to step back from public activities for a time, but I think it's very important to fulfill my teaching obligations. And so, with your permission, we're going to go forward and talk about the material in the class.
No, Larry, you don't have my permission to continue teaching. How about instead of going over the material, you go over to the nearest prison and throw yourself in one of the fucking cells? Because it feels like the justice system's never going to do that for anyone that's closely associated with Jeffrey Epstein and all of his fucking crimes. So why don't you take it upon yourself to do that for us? Now, this video's like a day and a half old. There was an update to this story last night. He is not going to be finishing his teaching obligations at Harvard. They're investigating his ties to child sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein, and they have made the correct decision to remove him from his position teaching here, which to me sounds like a no-brainer. One of the things in the emails that was revealed is Larry Summers trying to fuck his mentee, one of his students that he was mentoring. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to keep him in that position. That's like keeping the big bad wolf in a classroom with a bunch of little piggies there. So that was the right call, taking him off of that position during this investigation. And I feel like it's probably a pretty easy investigation when there's already a ton of evidence to his close ties to Jeffrey Epstein. The question that remains is, how close are those ties? Did he visit the island?
Yeah, it's not just about Trump. There are many of those influential guys out there. What is the only sorry for the email was what about he was trying to do and how many others did he pray? Yeah. That's what we just saw in email. But I'm sure he visited that island as well. Yeah, 100%. The guy who could talk and blackmail them died in prison during 1 minute CCTV glitch. Yes, they're all corrupt. I agree, yeah. It's the shame for United States for sure. Like this whole Epstein thing. They have like this class of leaders, influential figures who are nothing but criminals and who rule the country. Doesn't matter Democrats or Republicans or MAGA. They all in the same Epstein Island. That's absolutely ridiculous, is what they all knew, who this guy was. He went to the court and got away with it. They're all in, yeah. They're all in it. The Democrats were in power, they didn't release anything. Then Donald Trump came to power, he doesn't want to release anything. So it's the same stuff. They just bark on each other, but the high elite, they do the same thing. Didi's parties, yeah, awesome.
It seems like he was very buddy-buddy with Jeffrey Epstein. I cannot imagine that these 2018 and 2019 exchanges are like the only things that they ever talked about. If I was a betting man, I would make a strong wager that this communication is not the first time they've been closely talking. I don't think Jeffrey Epstein would jokingly call himself Summers' wingman based off of only a few text messages over the course of that year. I would wager that they have been very close for a long time, and I imagine Larry Summers is implicated very deeply in a lot of the Epstein files that we just haven't seen all of yet. And
Yeah. You know, the old Nickelodeon logo is Epstein Island. What? You think so? This is probably the game plan now between all these names capping out and certain names being redacted. The big players like Donny will get lost in the noise. Yeah. They released those kind of the ex-treasury secretaries, maybe adding some more to this crap, but not the main poo-poo. Main poo-poo, orange poo-poo, will stay in power.
It seems like that hunch is corroborated by a lot of outlets reporting that his correspondence with Epstein had extended for over a decade after Epstein had already been sent to jail for soliciting a minor for prostitution. So it's not like Larry Summers wouldn't know this about Jeffrey Epstein. He was talking to him all the way up until like the day before he got arrested in 2019. There's no way Larry didn't know who Jeffrey Epstein was and what was going on there. I just don't believe that. He can call it like an error in judgment all he wants, but he literally had already been arrested for soliciting a minor for prostitution, and that is the guy that Larry Summers was going to frequently for advice on trying to fuck one of his students. I feel like there is no world where Larry Summers wasn't closely tied to Jeffrey Epstein for a long time and wasn't privy to what was going on behind the scenes with Epstein's operation and all of that shit going on there. Now, going back to that video briefly, I find it baffling that Harvard didn't immediately relieve him of his position after the information came out, like while they were about to
Yeah, I think it was the video that led to his layoff. Yeah, it was just because of the video leak on TikTok.
Conduct an investigation. I don't know why he was allowed to go into the classroom and give his statement, like his POV on everything here, and it seems like was even going to continue teaching in some capacity to this classroom. He went in there with, you know, his PR speech like, hey guys, listen, look, you may have read some not so good yucky things about me and Mr. Epstein. I know.
Okay, that's understandable. Charlie! I wonder what camera is better. I will probably cancel my DJI Action 6, which is coming, but I'm thinking about maybe Ace Pro 2. I don't know. I need some camera to film, like some upgrade of my gear to film. I don't know, to try something. Maybe Action 5 is more than I need. Ace Pro 2, Insta. It films good during the night time. I think night is important for me. Night is important for me because now it's night and I'm planning to film at night because I sleep during the daytime. That's how my schedule works. So here is shit, it's not the proper variant. So GoPro 13 is shit, so I'll put it here, my image, because it's shit at night. So I'm thinking about Ace Pro 2, which is this part on the left upper, or Action 6. Action 6 I order, but I may refuse. And I have this Action 5 Pro. I think Action 5 Pro is also good at night. Yeah, pretty much good at night. I think Action 5 Pro could be better at night than Action 6. It's very bright at least, but there are not too many details, like everything is so blurry. I think the best one is after all Ace Pro 2. Yeah, everything like so blurry here on 5 Pro and blurry also on Action 6. Ace Pro 2 is doing the best job, I think. Yeah, here. Yeah, Ace Pro 2 is the best, I think. After all, have more details. Yeah, I think Ace Pro 2 is good. I want to go to the city, to Zurich, and film at night something, the talking head videos using action camera, and I'm now thinking what kind of camera should I use. Well, I have Pocket 3, maybe it will be enough. And GoPro 13 is crazy at night. It's not a night camera at all. It needs lots of the light. I think Ace Pro 2 is nice. Maybe I can replace Action 6 with Ace Pro 2. Or Action 5 is okay, I don't know. Like in a car, Ace Pro 2 is the best. You can see everything. For the car vlogs. Yeah, I think Ace Pro 2 is still the best variant for the night cams. I like the $80 one I have sitting in my Amazon. Actually, I researched some of the information, and I think that Action 4, this one is Action 4. DJI is best action camera of DJI after all. Action 5 Pro is, I think it doesn't worth it, so maybe there is tiny little thing, like maybe monitor is better on Action 5, but overall this camera is the same. So Action 4 is the same as Action 5 for the picture, maybe even better color science here, and Action 6 is the same as Action 5 for the standard YouTube size sensor that is used. So I think for DJI, if you have Action 4, it doesn't really. Yeah, Osmo 4, I think Hawk is the best one from all of them. Yeah, I also have, this is 4 version 4. Hopefully you can see it. So I think after all it's better. It's the best DJI camera, action camera. Yes, it has a little bit lower time, but if you put new batteries here, they fit from Action 5. The same batteries from Action 6, 1950 milliamperes. It will also run longer. Yeah, it's a nice camera, and it's smaller than Ace Pro 2 or something. But I will see. What's up from Pittsburgh? Yeah, everything is great. Get professional lighting, lol. It's not always possible. I want to film vlogs without professional lighting. I have some lighting, by the way. Where is it? This is my lighting. I use it for my big camera. This is my big camera, Sony. I use it like this. I put, and if I film at night, like something like that. Yeah. Here I put microphone. Here I put lights, and lights go bright. So that's the light. I need to reduce it. It's now 100%. Usually this Sony camera is so sensitive, so usually it's like this. Nice. That's what I have. Also, I can use it maybe even for action camera, but it's too big, I think, for action. Bigger than the action camera itself. And here in the room I have several lights. The small light, it's like, I don't know if it will allow me, like this one, that's the pink light you see. That's the blue light I have. Just lying on the floor. And the main light, it's kind of small, so. Cool skin on the camera, yeah. Yes, I absolutely love what you do. Thank you, Mishkaks. Trying 3 times already message you. Where? How? You have trouble keeping up with the chat. Yeah, sometimes I focused on something, and yeah, sometimes I have troubles keeping up the chat. I'm so sorry. You know that this word was blocked. NIG you put. It was blocked. I understood. You need an orange light like Donny. Oh no. Actually, you can change the light there. I think it's changeable. I'm not sure how to change. I put it to neutral color. I think you can change it. Really. I'm not sure, but I'll try to do it. Yeah, dim FM. What is FM? GM. Is it? It's warm or cold? GM. Well, oh, it's red. Could be red. Could pulse. Do we have the police colors? No. Just white, off, pulsing. It has police colors. Yeah, I can set the temperature in kelvins. I can set any sort of the color actually here. This is blue, green, and turns red and continues. Nice. .360 should be. Interesting. Fireworks, it says. Okay. Yeah, nice light. Who is Small Rick? Small Rick, nice firm, nice producer. Yeah, well, I have another light. It's smaller. I gave it to my daughter. You can duplicate police colors like flashing. Don't be tempted to change your lighting colors to orange. No. I see you. It's the name of the cheap camera on Amazon card. Oh. Frequency modulation. So, yeah, I'm thinking, to change like this Action 6. As for the night, it's shitty compared to Ace Pro 2. And I want to film at night mostly now because it's the only time I have to film vlogs. So of course Action 6 is shitty. Maybe I'm thinking to get this one, Ace Pro 2. Yeah. Vegas works great for lighting videos. The dark, I filmed one. Hawk, I finally installed Vegas 23, and yeah, it's pretty much okay. Vegas 23. I didn't find huge difference. Like it's okay, works for me. Ace Pro is nice though. Yeah, Ace Pro is good. I think so. Should I grow lion's mane or should I take a mushroom? Lion's mane. Yeah, there's so much information about those magical mushrooms. I think it's like too much over exaggeration of that stuff. Yeah, about lion's mane, about Amanita muscaria. I think it's too much wrong information or over exaggeration about effect. I think so. Maybe overhyped. Yeah, they're overhyped mushrooms. Well, at least I tend to believe it, because the previous hype that was last year's, it disappeared somewhere. Now not too much talks about lion's mane or something. I don't believe in all the wellness bias, just doing for good tasting. Oh, I see. Since I enjoyed the mountain climbing video you posted recently, ever thought of doing outdoor? Yeah, I'm planning to do it. Yeah, I will do it. I will continue to do it. Beer is what we need. Yes. For night, Action Cam Insta 360 X5 has the best notation for the AI database due to its special algo built to handle night vision, but as well as the Gemini Osmo 5 processor. Yeah, I have Insta X5. I don't really like how it films. I think it's the image, even during the daytime, it's kind of grainy, so I rarely use it. I like standard camera, 360 is nice, but I think it's in normal lighting, it's worse than standard action camera. Then you're good. My first live stream with you and been a fan 3 years. Oh, nice. Thanks for following me for so much time. 412 Pete, thank you. Is all mushroom speakers druggies? No. In Ukraine, it's not connected to drugs or something. What about phone camera? I don't like to use phone as a camera. Strangely, but for me, even, do you know how to pass the files from phone to PC? How it's done? I don't know. Like I plug in and there's a mess. Maybe I need some special application to transfer all the files. There's always good to see, but I have to go. Yeah, Mark V 4280. Thank you. Oh, you're doing an awesome job. Thanks. Have a good rest streaming. Okay, see you, internet person. Find the DSM files. Maybe. I heard about lion mane mushroom, that it improves abilities, thinking abilities, like you understand better, your memory works start to work better. But it has the side effect, like this mushroom, yeah. Lion mane really looks like lion mane. You can lion mane. We can go to all. Human procom lion mane. You can buy in pills or something, yeah. 1 pack 43.99. UK. Is it real or how you in capsules? Who knows what is in those capsules? You'll not take the biopsy, so capsules are always kind of strange. The real, like, dried out mushrooms is okay. But it has the side effect. It reduces libido. So your brain your brain works better, but libido drops. It means no sexual activity. That's what people say. If they take it too much, too long. Then pick your own on the live stream. Is it in Migros? No way. Lion's Mane. In Zurich. Out of stock. They were selling this product in Migros. Interesting. Well, I think it's in the form of capsules then only. But I don't want, because of the side effect that it lowers sexual activity. I don't want to use it. Maybe it's good, like for the brain, but I will not become professor by eating it, right? So the brain I have is more or less okay for the stuff I do. Who needs libido? We are internet people. Oh yeah, of course. The best thing is not to dope and just drink water regularly. Have you ever tried no, I never tried anything. I never tried weed. I never tried any sort of I tried alcohol. That's all. From the substances. Reducing appetite and appetite. We can check Lion Mane side effects. Well, those are not side effects. Mild digestive issues like abdominal discomfort, nausea, diarrhea. Potential rare side effects: allergic reaction, increased bleeding risk, low blood sugar, immune system stimulation. Is it a side effect? Nine health benefits. Could protect against dementia. That's what Donny needs. Helps reduce mild symptoms of depression. Mild symptoms of depression and anxiety. Speeds up recovery from nerve injuries. Fights gastrointestinal ulcers. Okay. Controlling the symptoms of diabetes. Fights cancer. Really? Reduces inflammation and oxidative stress. Boosts immune system. I read it like something like Lion Mane will cure me from everything. It's just on some website. Yeah. Some side effects are on everything like water and Which city is Russia's close to take after Pokrovsk? Kupiansk. Then Konstantinovka. And then Guляй-Поле. Also can fight against the army, yes. A tiny bit of chemical is not going to do it. Annihilate it, yeah. I have tried everything because I'm doing well, but then I see that others are trying. I am discouraged. It discouraged me from trying anything. Why? There is not much I have not at least tried. Had access. Nice. Nice. And here what I've been trying to say. Ridiculous Russian propaganda has made it to European school history books. Video about Сколот Яку Підручника заявилась Новороссия. Ah, okay. I'll check it out later, maybe. Isn't Sirisk yet? Ah, Sirisk, but it's like small. It's like town village, so it's not that much important, I guess. After all, compared to other cities like Konstantinovka, for example. Don't you have some kind of avionic engineering degree? Yes, I have. Engineering avionic degree and pilot's degree. In Ukraine, you should have pilot's degree to fly. So they teach you engineering subjects for you to have master's degree. And that's why I have it. I wonder if you use lion mane, Amanita muscaria at the same time. Microdosing, something like this. Bioengineering Ukrainian mushroom labs with the next it will be the next conspiracy. Yeah. JG. Yeah, everyone is like all of the aviation YouTubers are telling about this initial report, MD-11 and everything. I wonder how many views do I have. Pilot vlog, if we took on pilot vlog. Well, 66,000 for that channel. It's okay for my aviation channel. Usually, then something happens, I have more views. I don't want that something happens, but it happens. What is the most like? Here's my channel, pilot channel. What is the most popular? Like, okay, Pilot Eye, 6.7 million 4 years ago. Flight from Cairo. I think it was about nothing really. This one was interesting. Go around in Ankara. Air India crash update. Delhi and Dubai. Yeah, most of the Indian people watch me. Amsterdam. Motivation, just day in life. Nice. Like lots of the videos which are more than million views, yeah. This more than a million. Yeah, lots of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 videos more than million. Then if we go to shorts, there is the video 158 million. This short, crazy. But shorts, the shorts there for nothing really. Yeah, this Dr. Disrespect is definitely obsessed with Arc Raiders. Yeah, this game is great, honestly. Yeah, combat veteran starts to film some, like he converted his channel into my trash channel, something like that, speaking about lots of the stuff, Epstein files, like American politics, Ukraine. Well, maybe it's a good idea after all. I think his thumbnails are a little strange, like maybe it's his signature thumbnails, you know. Yellow color, red color, yellow color, red color. His face, something happens. I wouldn't say that thumbnails are bad, but then he uses artificial intelligence. I sometimes also use it. I think my thumbnails, they don't have this kind of the signature, and they look flat compared to Combat Veteran, like it's more organized. I used here, you know, artificial intelligence to create this sort of the kaboom. And then usually I don't use it. Yeah, this video sucks really. As for the views, usually people watch me, then I say something positive. The most popular video with a very simple thumbnail. Yeah, before my thumbnails were like very childish, but somehow they went popular. Yeah, 1.3 million, 1.3, 1.3, 1.3, 1.2, 1.2, 1.2, 1.2, 1.1, 1.1, 1.1, 1.1, 1.1, 1.1. Lots of the million views on my videos. But now, of course, I don't have millions of views. Wow, so many videos with millions of views. Million, at least million, I mean. Prigozhin! And welcome, we have some of the updates from the front lines, but the main news today... Yeah, the mic was terrible, or maybe the room was terrible for the audio. Now this audio is better. Special forces, all of the militia, and the camera was terrible. The Ukrainian Defense Ministry commented that... Yeah, and now I like more, even though I don't have lots of those views. But again, it proves that it doesn't matter. Like your views do not depend on the quality even of your audio. I still have this mic, but it's broken. Like the stand is broken. I was filming most of the time on this mic. Front lines because Ukraine has some of the success in that. And my sound was like, the voice was terrible. Yeah. 18, 19 years old. Meanwhile, the Russian television was hacked, and there is the address of Prigozhin to unite against the Russian oligarchs and military officials, Shoigu and Gerasimov. There is the Wagner Center. Like, how people watch me with that one? Maybe, like, green screen was okay idea, maybe. This is the most popular. The main strike will be, well, I showed you where it will be. If the counterattack operation is successful... Well, this one, the sound is more or less okay. Go to attack over there nowadays. About the Mariupol direction, Donetsk Oblast, well... I look fat, really. We're here because... since that time, even I lost some weight. Nice! Yeah, being... not that fat is good, actually. It feels good. Prigozhin didn't survive the Game of Thrones. Yeah, it was really the Game of Thrones. Do you get more views if Donny gets mentioned on? No, usually way less views. With Donald Trump, it's people like to watch Ukrainian update with me mostly. Just about Ukraine. So sometimes I film about Donny, then he is connected, like it happened yesterday and today. You should make more playing cockpit videos, but I'm not flying. Maria, thank you. We don't care about that content is objectively... it's not the best one. Come on. Now I have way better camera, and that's what I like. Have good picture, good audio. I think this mic is more or less okay. Maybe it's disturbing because it's flashing then I speak, but it's something, some entertainment, you may also call it, like something is happening in the screen besides me just talking. There are so many other channels covering Trump. Yeah, too many. Do you think there will be a new Prigozhin with the current state of Russia? Yes, I think so. Maybe someday, some new Prigozhin. Why not? I would watch your Ukraine and geopolitics in general videos, even if you filmed with your phone. Thanks. Shoigu Gerasimov, where is munition? Yeah, it was very interesting time. Green screen is nice as you block less. To me, I like the most. Then there is a details a lot. Oh, I see, Jero. Did we ever find out what stopped his from Moscow? Allegedly Lukashenko, but I think he just stopped because he thought that with his actions he will just collapse Russia. That's it. He didn't want to end Russia like that. I'm looking analysis from all viewpoints, understand what the strategy and thinking all the sides, so the content is the first priority for me. I see, Jeremy. Awesome. Yeah, it's nice that you check out lots of the information. Russia is making sure their commanders remain faceless. I think there were even some of the arrests happening yesterday. I'm not sure, but it seems like. Are there any news? In Saki Crimea, there is an attack of the Sakskaya plant or something. This is fun. I'll show it to you on the screen. PUBG in real life. With a pen and Kalashnikov. This is our guy. Filmed it. Jeez. Gold price has been flattering out a bit. Oh, yeah. It dropped down, I think, 2 weeks ago, and now it's rising up, and now it's flattering. China is buying lots of the gold. They keep the market rolling. Really rolling. If Ukraine accepts this, there will be no Ukraine anymore. If Europe accepts this, we must prepare for direct war with Russia. I would say more, like it's some of the Estonian officials says. Mark Michelson, chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee of Estonian Parliament. If there will be no Ukraine like a country, you should be prepared for. Or maybe Ukraine will be a puppet state as Russia would be. You should prepare for the war for joint army, against joint army. That's bad. Breaking. Baron Trump now is in top 10 most likely nominees for next federal chair. What? What? He wants to make him a Fed Reserve chairman? A Baron Trump? Oh, shit. Very cooked. That's the Trump mafia. Trump is pressuring Zelensky. He can pressure. but nothing will happen. Yeah, nothing more like no news to share, to speak about. Russian Sukhoi 57 in the buyer show. Okay. It seems like they already used against Ukraine those fighter jets several times. Some points of the Trump's peace plan, which are currently being discussed, including those that are concessions to Russian Federation, are not final. They will almost certainly be changed. CNN. The plan is still in development stage, and many of its points have not yet been finally agreed. Yeah. Like nothing has really happened with this plan or without. It's about nothing. Nothing. We go to Putin. Where is freaking Putin? Putin military meeting. Oh yeah, here's all the video. I didn't watch the whole video, but yeah, I should have put this one on the thumbnail. He's like this ghost. He looks so miserable here. Okay, guys, I need to go to the toilet, and yeah, I'll be right back. All right, let's watch this one. Gerasimov and Putin. the placards for za Rodinu, that Latin letter, for motherland, somehow. Oh shit, we don't see it, yeah, like this. For motherland, you see this, some guy on a horse. Guy on a horse illustrates the modern Russian army. Мужество, как оно есть. Bravery as it is. Also tank with Z. They're in some corridor going. It's hard to understand what they're talking about. I'll try to use 2 of the ears. Looks like sauna. Some flyers. Again, for motherland, and communist flags are out there. What was written there? Со злом нельзя договориться. Зло не понимает широких жестов. Зло нужно рвать. This is actually important message, if it is shown with Putin. You cannot negotiate. You cannot negotiate with evil. Evil doesn't understand divide gestures. Evil should be smashed. You see? For Russia, we are evil, and they don't want to negotiate. Со злом нельзя договориться. You cannot negotiate with evil. That's interesting. Again, sauna is very big. War, and behind my image there is a Jesus Christ. Okay, Jesus Christ. Only who fights wins. For motherland. Позвала их Россия, как бывало не раз. Russia calls them as it was, not just once. Calls those soldiers or what? And this is the tankist praying, or like so much propaganda names and everything. And those like Putin.
Товарищи офицеры, уважаемые товарищи, добрый день.
Dear comrades, you say it like that. Good afternoon.
Мы подобное совещание проводили 25 октября.
We made a similar meeting on 25th of October.
И тогда в составе начальника генерального штаба, начальника главного оперативного управления и командующих 2 группировок.
We were speaking with general commander, commander of the general staff, and 2 commanders of the 2 directions of attack, of the Russian attack. Yeah.
Группировкой Запад и группировкой Центр.
The group West and the group Center. The group Center is responsible for Pokrovsk, so for Donetsk, yeah? And the group West is responsible for Kherson and Zaporizhia.
И тогда и командующий, и начальник генерального штаба докладывали о ситуации, которая сложилась на тот момент времени.
And we heard the reports from our commanders about the situation which was back then.
В Красноармейске и в Купянске.
Krasnoarmeysk, it means Pokrovsk, and Kupiansk. Krasnoarmeysk is the old name of Pokrovsk. They do not accept Ukrainians' names. Then Pokrovsk was renamed a long time ago. Long time ago.
Где вам удалось заблокировать крупные подразделения противника.
So he again repeated that in Pokrovsk and Kupiansk, Russia was capable to block a big soldiers group of enemy. Well, in Mirnograd, I would partially agree with that, but in Kupiansk, no.
Сегодня в нашем совещании также принимает участие начальник генерального штаба, начальник ГОУ.
He just mentions all of those people who take part in this meeting, today's meeting.
Командующий и оперативный командный состав группировки «Запад».
The same, like he just mentions those people. Is he a commander? He mumbles like. Oh shit! Who elected him as a president? Not elected, but appointed. Yeah, Yeltsin. I think they put this guy as the most convenient one, and he just became this stupid dictator.
Командующий группировки «Юг», бывший командующий группировки.
They're like, Gerasimov, like, what is happening? The commander of the group South is here.
Группировки «Юг» назначен на новую должность. Садитесь, пожалуйста, на новую должность.
They're like, what to do? Let's stand, let's sit. Putin said that commander of their group South is, I think the South group is Kherson after all, is appointed for the new position, he's saying.
Заместителем министра обороны Российской Федерации, уверен, что на новом месте работы он использует все свои знания, опыт боевого командира. Это сегодня востребовано. Хотел бы заслушать начальника генерального штаба по ситуации в зоне ответственности группировки «Центр».
I want to listen what General Commander Gerasimov, in this case, might tell about the situation in the group center in their area.
Командующего сегодня не приглашал, он должен решать стоящие перед ним задачи. Ну, собственно говоря, мы с вами знаем, что происходит, но просил бы вас доложить о ситуации прямо на данный момент.
I know what is happening, but I ask you to report what is happening there. They think that this may be ordinary building or a bunker. I think bunker, after all. Do you think Putin has some books of his chair so he can reach the table? Yeah.
И затем хотел бы заслушать нового командующего группировки «Юг». Для вас это не новая работа.
Okay, so they changed the commander of the group South as so now the previous one was appointed to the deputy of the defense minister, and now they have a new commander of the group South.
Имея в виду, что вы были начальником штаба этой же группировки, в этом смысле преемственность у нас.
This guy is like this. Behind the comments, you can see this is the new commander of the group South.
Полная, стопроцентная. Кто, кроме вас, лучше знает ситуацию на этом направлении? Вам, как говорится, в прямом и переносном смысле слова и карты в руки. И просил бы вас при докладе сосредоточить свое внимание на ситуации в Константиновке. Насколько мне известно, бои идут уже внутри этого населенного пункта.
Konstantinovka, he says that the fights are ongoing inside. Yeah, they are ongoing inside the settlement already. Yeah, they think it may be ordinary. Okay, yeah. Did Zelensky work with Trump on this peace plan? No. No, he didn't work.
А также в целом на ситуации на Краматорско-Ростовском направлении. Ну, в целом, вот по этой...
He's not like this, you know, he's a dictator, but he's like, dictator. He's not like Hitler was, yeah, like, I'm the guy, I'm the macho Gucci man. Like, very self-confident. This guy is mumbling something. How comes he is that dictator? Even I don't understand this world.
Агломерация. И, конечно, вокруг Северска.
He says about like report me the situation in Konstantinovka, Seversk, and everything.
А затем просил бы взять слово командующего группировкой «Запад» и доложить ситуацию.
Okay, so it's very annoying, like a long time. You report, you report, you report, you report. That's it.
В Купянске, а также
Купянск.
на левом берегу реки Оскол,
Left
имею в виду
bank of the river Oskil,
узловой и
Купянск узловый, Лиман.
прилегающую территорию, где, мне насколько известно, вам также удалось заблокировать значительную группировку противника.
Again, the Ukrainian forces are blocked. I know about it, but you report.
Численностью совсем недавно там было 18, сейчас уже, как вот начальник Генштаба докладывает, где-то примерно 15 батальонов. Как вы планируете дальнейшую работу на этом направлении?
You reported before 18 battalions encircled, now 15.
Да, и в целом в зоне вашей ответственности. Там на левом берегу у нас 6-я армия, да, и 1-й танковый воюет. Ну, поподробнее расскажите. И, Валерий Алексеевич, просил бы также доложить, удается ли создать условия, как я и просил, для того, чтобы военнослужащие вооруженных сил Украины имели возможность сложить оружие.
Now he says, I ask you to create conditions for Ukrainian soldiers to surrender.
Сдаться в плен, имея в виду то положение, в котором они находятся.
They are in a terrible state, so they should surrender.
Товарищ Верховный командующий, условия эти созданы, и
Gerasimov says the conditions for surrendering are created.
учитывая безвыходное положение, конечно, многие военнослужащие принимают такое решение по
Many of the Ukrainian soldiers take this decision to surrender. Well, the last time I saw it happen in Mirnograd, but Russians also surrender. I also shared those videos. We may check later on.
сдаче в плен, но большинство из них под угрозой расстрела или уничтожения беспилотниками своими же, то есть не могут выполнить эту задачу.
But many of the Ukrainian soldiers, under the threat of the friendly fire, refused to surrender.
При этом политическое руководство Украины никаких указаний на этот счет своим войскам не дает.
And Ukrainian political leadership or political management doesn't give any sort of the orders for Ukrainians on that account to surrender or not surrender.
Понятно.
I understand.
Собственно говоря, что такое политическое руководство Украины, мы уже понимаем.
We understand what political leadership of Ukraine means.
Это уже никакое не политическое руководство.
It is not a political leadership.
С марта прошлого года
From the March the last year,
группа лиц, это
it is a group of the persons,
преступная группировка,
criminal group, criminal syndicate, you may call it,
организованное преступное сообщество,
organized crime group. Just look at his face.
которое с марта прошлого года узурпировало власть.
It is the group of criminals, once again. Just in Russian it means different, like almost the same. From the March last year, they occupied power, or they just took the power.
И под предлогом необходимости продолжения войны с Россией удерживают эту власть на Украине с целью личного обогащения.
and they justify them being in power to continue the war with Russia, but their real aim is to just greedy intentions to get more money.
И это стало хорошо известным теперь
And it was uncovered, it is well known,
фактом по результатам антикоррупционного расследования в самой Украине.
as the result of the anti-corruption bureau investigation in Ukraine itself.
И думаю, что для всех понятно, что эти люди, сидя на золотых горшках,
And I think for everyone it is understandable that those people who are sitting on the golden toilets
вряд ли думают о судьбе своей страны,
they do not think about the future of their own country,
о судьбе простых людей
the destiny of the average people
Украины,
of Ukraine,
офицерского состава, а тем более
officers
простых солдат.
and soldiers.
Им не до этого.
They don't care.
Но у нас с вами свои задачи,
But we have our tasks, our goals,
свои цели.
our aims.
Главное из них, безусловное достижение целей специальной военной операции.
The most important goals is to reach the goals. The goals is to reach the goals of the special military operation
И решение задач, которые ставит перед нами наше Отечество.
and we should solve our tasks which our motherland or fatherland puts for us. I think all of the tasks are being put by Putin
И народ России.
and the Russian people. So it's like a demand of this war comes from motherland and the Russian people. Not from Putin, from Russian people. Well, maybe partially it's correct.
Народ России надеется на нас, надеется на вас
The people of Russia are hoping for you
и ожидает нужного стране результата.
and they expect the proper solution or proper outcome for the country.
Давайте начнем работать. Валерий Васильевич, пожалуйста.
Let's begin our work. Valery Valeryevich Gerasimov. This is crazy, yeah? So you heard, yeah? So for him, Ukrainian government is the corrupt, or not corrupt, but criminal group that took the power, illegally keeps it, and the goals of the special military operation should be achieved. And that's exactly the same time that Dony wants Ukraine to agree on something. Tell it to Putin. According to this Trump's plan, Putin should have negotiations with whom? With criminal gang. That is what he calls Ukraine. Yeah. Kalamongas, hi. Since 1984 or there's all the old man rules. He did some different. He has no idea what his goals are. His goals is he has an idea. He wants to restore Soviet Union or Russian Empire or something like that, to make Russia great again. Imperialistic Russia. That's his goal. Main goal. Cheers. Yeah, it actually gives me some plus as for the military observer, yeah? Vitania, Surfer. As for the military observer, the thing that I know Russian gives me some plus, so I may analyze Russian sources very easily. And what they say in the Russian media, like I don't need translation, and I can, in this case, I may access every sort of the news coming from their side. So it gives me some plus here with analysis of the Russian shit. Without Putin, no Russia anymore. What is might be you said? What? Will Putin use Ukrainians in future wars? He is already using Ukrainians. Ask, did Zelensky agree to work with Trump on his? I say I already answered you. No, he didn't agree. He didn't take part in that so-called peace plan realization or something. Yeah, basically there's some of the Russian generals speaking blah blah blah, like about nothing. Situation on the front lines. National Guard General, yes, if you give an order that directs a soldier to commit a criminal act, they should disobey that. Awesome. Well, Mr. President, great plan. Maybe we can stop the war. Let's work and think on it. Ask Putin next. I will think about it. Yes. Like, Putin doesn't want to stop, so what's the point to even speak about something with Zelensky in this case? What do you guys think about everything happening? I think I'm going mad with all of those news. A little. Too much. But I need to, to somehow isolate myself from this nonsense. But also I think there is the hope that even a slim. I think the world is absolutely crazy right now. Yeah, it has never been like this. Ukraine, I think a war would not want to do, but needed. What? No, Ukrainian war should have never happened. It's Putin's war. Good evening, Paj Donny. The world is broken. Yeah, I also think so, Evelyn. That deal is so insane. It will go down the history. I think it will not go down the history. It will be ignored and erased in a couple of weeks. I think no one would remember that. The same as with mineral deal. Yeah, Ukraine signed it. At first, Ukraine was pushed to give up everything. Then Ukraine said no. Then the deal was changed and it was signed, but everyone forgot about it. Yeah, Gerasimov is crazy. Headline says Zelensky agrees to Trump's peace plan during his meeting with. That's true? No, that's not true. He didn't agree. He said about it openly. He agrees to look for it, to negotiate about it. He didn't agree to all of those. Like, read different news. I listened to Zelensky today himself, so he didn't agree on that one. He says that they will work together with Americans for implementation of something, but he didn't say that he agrees on everything, that bullshit. No. Dennis, do you stream the release in extreme metal genres, death metal, black metal? Not too much. Not this time. I think it's kind of rare that I listen to that now. Hmm. 100% Gerasimov is being blamed for all of the burning refineries. I think there is something around Gerasimov. Valery Gerasimov abused his power by arranging for his mistress Elena Selifanov to take high-paying position in the Ministry of Defense. We have news from 2 days ago. Valery Gerasimov, violated and how to say it in English? Abused his power, and put his lover Elena Selifanova on a high-paid rank Ministry of Defense position. Gerasimov is 70 years old, but he is connected to 47 years old Elena Selifanova, mother of his daughter, outlaw daughter, how to call it, I don't know. Then you give the birth to, then you have the daughter, but outside family. I don't know how it is in English. We call it внебрачный ребенок, so the child which is on the side. I don't know. So it's the Russian article. They write about it. They write about Gerasimov. You see that? There's the translation, like more or less Google one. So he abused power, Russians say. This is Russian media. According to media reports, after the birth of her child, Selifanova career trajectory changed dramatically. From an employee of a little-known firms, she suddenly became an employee of military unit number this, and then of the army itself. In 2018, she had been promoted to rank of civil service referent, first class, apartment buildings. So they're digging under Gerasimov, something like that. A real war is now brewing among the Russian elite, and it seems like no one is immune. The head of the Russian General Staff, Gerasimov, now being targeted by a press campaign, likely at the behest of security services. Gerasimov. Is it really like that? Yeah, those are the Russian news. Gerasimov, abused his power to put his lover somewhere. Thanks for a subscription. Polska. Interesting nickname. Thank you. I have a lot of less of flattering names for that skid mark. Jeez, it's really in Russian news. Suicide by revolver shot 30 times in the back. I didn't expect it to happen. Really, in Russian news, they published the article against Gerasimov. It has never been done before. Repost Russian. Kommersant also wrote about it. Ruskompromat, some criminal news. Interesting. Well, it's not the big media, but still something interesting. Something unusual, yeah? I saw Denys like, that's all I could think was him in the cockpit. What? Very few in Russia are going to be getting sleep soon enough. They have been ignoring what's happening in their oil industry for too long while the central bank has been steadily sinking. Yeah, but it will take lots of the time for Russian economy to finally collapse. Years, years and years. The head of the president's office, Andriy Yermak, will remain in his position, a source from Servant of People fraction told Hromadsky. Yeah, before there were calls to dismiss him, but he will stay. Which one is better, airplane or saw plane? How often are you flying nowadays? Yeah, not many times. Like this year, I've flown during the summertime, few of the flights. That's it. I don't fly too much. Looking for the news, and there are no news. Nice. No big news, no small news, nothing really happening. I wonder about the front lines though, because I promised the next update. Probably it's gonna come in the morning. Enemy occupied. They occupied Vesela. It's Zaporizhia direction. Let me show you Vesela here. Advanced. Oh, it was a big advancement with the main forces here. Zeleny High, Zatisha. Yeah. It's Zeleny High and Zatisha. Where is Zatisha? Some small invisible village. And also they moved in Kharkiv region. A little, not too much. In Pokrovsk, it's still no change. Mirnograd holds in a gray area. What Russians say, I subscribe for the Russian mill bloggers. Sometimes they publish some of the map. Yeah, Vesela, Zeleny High, they confirmed it. Similar to the deep state, yeah. Very close to Hulaypole. Mirnograd, yeah, similar as in... Well, they say that maybe Rivne they took. They tried to encircle Ukrainian army. Well, we'll see. It's more or less similar to deep state. Liman direction. They say they went to Liman itself from the south. It's interesting. I need to check my analytic Maikovsk, just Maikovsk without 73. He changed his name. Come on, load. I wonder about Liman. Well, Russians published that they made it here. But I don't see it. Situation in Mirnograd. It's mostly the same without changes. Here, Russians surrender. And Veselaya was occupied. Yeah, not too many changes, I would say, for the last 24 hours. Denys, make me happy and I don't know why. Yeah, you make me happy by watching my streams, my videos. Denys, personal question. Did you live in Crimea until university? No. I lived first 2 years of my life in Crimea. Then I went there just for summer vacations. I don't believe Russia made it there. They always claim there. Yeah, I don't think for Liman. For now, I don't believe that, but could be. I don't know. Why do they have to make maps so confusing? For me, everything is understandable. I don't know. Ah, you mean Russian map? Also, like, understandable, more or less. Yeah, I need to record more videos, I guess. The last time I record videos, they received not many views, but yeah. It's not good. Maybe YouTube, I heard YouTube changed algorithms. Maybe I need to set something differently. What happened to this guy?
Okay. Frostbites, based on my research, occur because of exposure to extreme cold. It happened mainly between mountain climbers, but also it happened, for example, very commonly for homeless people.
Is it real?
So the affected part was only my fingers and my left hand and my right hand. One thing that I feel I'm lucky with, that first I did not die that night, so that was good. Secondly, that the accident happened only in my left hand. I'm a right-handed, so this is my dominant hand. That means I can continue most of my living activities normally because it's my dominant hand. And also I'm lucky on my left hand that with the thumb, although I have a bit of frostbite here, this will not be operated on, as it's gradually falling off, as it seems it's a bit superficial here. So I will not be losing this finger. And this is very important because for loss of activity,
he is so calm about it. No way.
My case
is it real or it's fake? Like not like it's not an AI video, but looks real.
Because we try to let the body to try to heal as much as possible, and when say to heal, the body will not be able to heal the full finger. However, it will try to heal this area, which will mean in the operation, because what will happen is they will not cut it from here. They will start peeling the finger like an onion. And as they peel it, they will try to keep as much healthy skin as possible until they reach the narcotic skin, and there they will need to cut. And usually for amputation, they will need to cut it below the joint level here. So it's about keeping as much as possible. Even 2 centimeter will be very good for the future use of prosthetics. And this is
Fahad Badar. He really lost his... Did he really lost his hand? 2 years ago, 2 months ago. What? Yeah, he lost it. Ah, shit.
بحاول أجاوب على بعض الأسئلة اللي توصل يعني بس كان 16 دقيقة بس صوت برودة والعادة وأنا أمشي مثلا
Here he has all fingers.
فوأنا أمشي أشيل المرسد الجوي يساعد مثلا وإذا مثلا ما أوقف مثلا
Tries to explain something. It's better to sit at home with the fingers.
Okay, so this is the robot hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, fist, and then unlock, and can do the other way around. 1 and okay, good. Okay.
Something went wrong, terribly wrong during his camping.
Okay.
I thought it's like it's a fake, you know, he put something, but no, it's real shit. He's so calm about it. Jeez. That's better than a wooden hand. Yeah, just fingers, but still, it's like I need it's better to lose legs than hands and fingers. How can you work without fingers? He lost his fingers, and Denys, you lost your belly in the mouth. Yes, it's better to lose belly than fingers. I just saw news where Zelensky agrees to Trump's peace plan. Is it real? He agrees for consultations, not for the peace plan. He said about it openly himself. Come on, guys, do not interpret. I can tell you, like, since there are so many questions. Is it with... Okay, just for you. It's without English subtitles, but Zelensky says Ukraine won't make sharp statements on the United States plan yet, and confirms he will speak with Trump soon. The American side has shared its proposals to end the war. We are focused on clear, honest work with the United States and our partners, he said. Blah, 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 blah. It is not the exception. I listened to him today. It's not an exception. Nothing changed from the latest Trump's. Yeah. Did it understand Russia is not going to stop Ukraine? Why is it? I'm a little bored with this guy. I will ban him. I don't like this spam on Twitch. It sucks, but he has to play politics with Mongo Mussolini. I think Zelensky is smart and won't let Ukraine get screwed. We'll see, I hope so. There is anytime just annoying person on Twitch with the comments and everything. Just personal question. What do you definitely differently if you were the president? I cannot answer that. I'm not the president. I will never be so. Yeah, for sure. Maybe there will be no corruption with me. It's not possible. So that's why maybe I'm not a politician guy. Yeah, it seems like it was a chatbot or drunk. Yeah, you are right. He used some sort of the strange version of English. Well, so many news out there. I found, views, news views.
There's a dog here.
Like 7 million views under this video.
Doesn't look very well. Puppy. Maybe he's stuck. You okay? He doesn't look okay. Can't see anyone. There's no tracks. He's covered in mud.
The dog's stuck there.
He's stuck.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Dog is like, what is happening? This guy is nice. Well, for him, somehow I'm sure that this dog really stuck there, that he rescued the dog. But there are so many videos of the guys, especially in Asia, they start to film like they abuse animals, they put them in the mud, they put them somewhere to the holes, to the mines, elsewhere, and they show how they rescue them. Well, here I'm sure that it's not the case. The dog was definitely out there.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been in the family for a long time. The state it was in, I feel like it wouldn't have lasted another day. So I'm really happy to find it like that and bring it back. Well, thank you very much for the evening, and the morning, and the breakfast, and
thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad to get.
Nice video. Recently on my solo canoe trip across Canada, I found this dog stuck under a log on the side of the river. The 14-year-old Great Pyrenees was stuck for days and could no longer use her back legs. I'm canoeing across Canada. I've never canoed in my life, and I'm about to take the challenge of canoeing from Rocky Mountains to Montreal. Super. sounds like either Kiwi or Aussie. It's so possible it really did happen. Yeah, it happened. I believe that. Do you generally support most of Trump's peace plan, like you said in your recent video, or were you being sarcastic? Like, if we are not speaking about territorial concessions, it's more or less fine, honestly. Like, what is wrong with that? For Ukraine, like NATO, no one really wants to take Ukraine, whether it wants or doesn't want. No one will take Ukraine into NATO because NATO doesn't want to take Ukraine. Also, as for the army, lowering amount of the army or people serving in the army to 600,000, it's not lowering, as I already mentioned. And what else? What we can call as betrayal of the interests. Like nothing really. Like Ukraine will not recognize Donbass, Crimea. If Ukraine would not retreat its forces from Donbass, other than that, like what can you call that? It's some sort of the betrayal for Ukraine. Really, like what is? Ukraine needs. Sorry, Dennis, but I still don't know where did you grow up in Central Asia. Looks like our host is getting tired. Yeah, the problem is lowered army size and taking away weapons. Yeah, taking away weapons is also no go. Yeah, I agree. Like taking away weapons, but about the army, I already explained. It's not lowering the size. No, it's okay. Ukraine will keep lower army. Believe me, 600,000 Ukraine will not be able to afford in prolonged peace period of time. There will be maximum 300,000, I think. Ukraine will not handle, I mean, the Ukrainian economy will not handle 1 million army men. So then if the war starts, there could be reservists, yeah? So 600,000 is what Ukraine may keep, but it will keep less. So everything is fine with that. We are speaking about ceasefire, yeah? And ceasefire. Stopping the war, not ending it completely, but stopping. No video games today. I think maybe not. I'm not sure. I like Biden's no Ukraine without Ukraine. Yeah, here it's here it's different. But it's all bullshit, all bullshit. The main thing, of course, is the territorial concessions, which Ukraine should never, ever be subjected to. Then will we see any camping vlogs? I hope soon. I have so many plans for that. Hope soon we're gonna see everything.
Классно, что ты это подметил.
I follow some Wolfie account. This is hilarious. Let me try. I'll try to find it. I saw it today. I was like kind of shocked. Is he out there on YouTube or just on TikTok? Yeah, I saw this video today. I was like, what is happening?
Oh yeah.
Keeping the homeless in the streets safe.
There you go. Need some protection out here. You know what I'm saying? Here. Hell yeah. Out here, you know? You're welcome. Oh yeah, I'll go over there. I'll hand him.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh man.
Big ass sword. You want one? You're welcome.
Jesus Christ. No worse than just giving them money though. LOL. Yeah, it's like a fisherman. you can give them fish, but he gives the tool to get the fish.
Oh yeah. There you go. Need some protection out here. You know
What
what I'm
is
saying?
this? Machete, yeah?
Hell yeah.
This disabled
Here, you
guy
know?
with machete.
You're welcome. Oh yeah, I'll go over there. I'll hand him.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh man.
Big ass sword. You want one? You welcome.
He start, you know, this game Half Sword or something. He started his own gladiator fights, you know. They will bet on it. This guy knows what to do with this stuff. Grabs it as it should be. Plus 213 assassins. Nah, take it back from the last guy. Yeah. United States gun logic, by the way. This is too much, bro. Is this even legal? God's plan, devil's plan. An hour later. Shit. That's too much. Give it to the kids at home. And this guy, his account, like, he's doing this stuff all the time. This is the guy. Come on, load. Freaking load. What is happening? TikTok. It doesn't want to load. What vodka? Oh, this is freaking vodka. Keeping the homeless in the stress. In the stress.
There you go.
Oh, Jesus Christ. He's an angel. He's Jesus Christ himself. Humanitarian support.
I think I gave you one already, right? Yeah, I did. Okay.
Oh my god, where is it happening? Like, they are so chilling. What happened to his face? He's like this ghoul from Fallout or what? From Chernobyl area, of Chernobyl zone. Oh my god. What, do you have? A couple of liquors and cigarettes?
What? Fuck yeah.
They're so happy. This guy has a cat. Just look at this. He has a black cat. Just look. Wow. This is like a character from the game. Yeah? He's preparing for Fallout real life. The best kitty. He's on the shoulder. So interesting. Like, wow. What is happening? This guy is hilarious. With the cat on the shoulder, like, whoa.
There you go.
This guy looks like he's traveling. Well, maybe he's a hobo also, but... And here more ghouls are coming. What's the benefit? This sound should be illegal. Again, God's plan, devil's plan. Is there a special meaning for the basket? Oh, is there Pete Hexet somewhere near? Jesus Christ. He would like this present. Is there a special district like that?
You're welcome. Somebody else?
Take it for someone. Yeah, of course. Well, this guy, the first guy, is hilarious. He even has those kind of the construction type of the glasses. That's crazy. Post Malone, yeah. China. Trump has failed them all. It's all because of the Obamacare. Maybe that is how Obamacare looks like in the eyes of MAGA. Someone comments about the cat. Human being. You're the great human being. May the Lord keeps you. He giving them what they want. You'll give them what you'll want to give them. 100% indeed. Someone about the cat. The cat was so interesting. No one was speaking about the cat. Come on, cat. Oh, Nerf guns. Wow, Nerf guns, they don't have like real meaning, I guess. Streets say.
I go underneath the bridge. No lie with me.
This is what? Is it a mask? This guy looks like a Charlie Kirk. Is it a Charlie Kirk? Look at his face. I think it's the mask. No way. This is the mask, yeah. This is a AI. Come on. It looks real, yeah. Charlie Kirk. Come on. He put that mask on everyone? Yeah, on everyone, I see, yeah. Fuck, this is trolling. yeah. Looks like, you know. Oh shit, this guy is very dark. This guy is so dark.
There you go, bro.
Just a liquor. Keep the homeless in the streets.
You're welcome. Oh shit. Here, you want more? Okay.
Oh, coming. Ghouls. Grabbing everything. Oh my god. Jeez.
Hey, you wanna share this to some?
This is dystopian. What? Oh, she has a prosthetic leg. Oh my god. This guy is too late for the party.
Somebody over there? Share around? Oh.
Bringing his baskets. Fill them up, man. You're the fella. What's the John he giving out? I don't know. Very cheap alcohol. Very cheap alcohol. You know, those small bottles. Dude, this dude is a saint. Yeah, Jesus. And you see, they look differently. Fantastic head, by the way.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
They have bicycles.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, this is so dystopian. I wonder what may force people to go into this low level. Maybe just huge addiction, drug addiction, alcoholism. I don't see any other like variant to drop that low. And there are lots of the people like that in the United States and Canada. Yeah, also here in Europe. Also, there are medical bills. Medical bills, you think so? I think you can. In the United States, you can announce bankruptcy for the medical. You don't need to pay that medical bills if you announce bankruptcy or what? You can lose your job, your house can burn down, mishap or away from the bankruptcy. But still you can restore it, no? If you have the fresh mind, I think you can somehow live. Like on a very basic job, very basic rent or something, I don't know. If you go bankrupt, they can take your house and put you on the streets. Shit. This is so dystopian, and that's frightening, honestly. That's frightening. Imagine that being the highlight of the week, poor boogers, yeah. Bankruptcy ruins you unless you're rich. Yeah, Trump was bankrupt multiple of the times, and every time he gained some of the money. Expect to be like that someday. 4 out of 6 live-ins were cheaters, and I don't care about trying to have a family. What? It's bad. Yeah, it's bad. Oh, and I think what this guy is doing is also bad. After all, it might look funny, but at the same time, it is sad. Yeah, what he's doing. Shit.
Yeah. Here.
All the people from white people, black people, Mexicans don't really have the difference. Everyone can kiss the bottom. Fuck. It's not funny any longer.
Here you go.
Yeah, like very, very cheap alcohol here. Cigarettes.
There you go, bro.
Yeah. It is, but there are so many hateful people here. It is an uphill battle to get it. It's sad that the country can get so split between the rich and poor, yeah. Sometimes I feel lucky to be Saudi. If you live in Saudi Arabia, yeah, you are lucky. If you're Saudi and living in Saudi Arabia. I was homeless. I couldn't get a job. Oh, fuck. Time for hair creators, maybe. Here in USA, most people on the streets are ignored and unseen. So he's at least given them the interaction, and we all crave and is showing them kindness on the surface. Yeah. So at least like that, maybe he shows some of the publicity to this issue. He has 362,000 followers. Oh my god. Oh, this guy, you see, the jazz guy with the rings and everything.
Hell yeah. There you go. There you go, bro.
I think it was just a street musician, but those are real hobos. The same music all day long. He used to be a streamer, but later on started to give cigarettes and alcohol to hobos. Okay. Yeah, with Machete it was the most interesting, and it's the one of the most popular. Vodka, Machete, yeah. That's crazy. Some homeless people do have talent, but and busk to make money on the streets. It is just not enough to get them out of their situation, I see. We are looking at gopniks around the world. Yeah. Think about this. People got mad that a state figured out giving the homeless people free tiny houses was actually cheaper than leaving them on their own device. Yeah. I also think like they're portable houses, like containers. Yeah, they cost really very cheap compared to the house, like usual house from the with normal walls and everything. Why not to use those containers? Only in Ukraine during the war, people start to live in those kind of the houses. Why not to use those containers to create, like, I don't know. Maybe they're afraid to create new ghettos with those containers, but people are still out there on the streets in the tents and everything. Mental illness is also, mental illness also. It would make sense for law and order crowd. The biggest problem then is no one wants those people living there near them. Yeah, of course. That's why they live in the downtown, mostly in the public streets and even near famous streets like it is in LA, in San Francisco. Soviets could build 5-story in 2 weeks, and they're still holding, those Soviet-made Khrushchevka buildings. It was the temporary solution, but it is out there for decades. Very terrible looking houses, very terrible. It is said that most are just normal people, just on hard times, Well, I hope I will never ever be at this stage, because, I have this anxiety all the time that I have a family, I have a kid. If I was alone, I wouldn't be care at all about things happening. But since I have daughter, I care about everything. Income, stability, where we live, what is up to the future. And I don't know what to expect tomorrow. Like, there is no plan for me scripted, and everything is unstable. The most stable time for me was before Russian occupation of Crimea. I was captain on ATR. Everything worked very well. And my daughter was 1 year old. But everything changed. Like, I lost the job because of the war, because my company was just a Russian daughter company, UTR Ukraine. It's been sold to Turkish, and Turkish decided to get rid of all ATRs, and I was flying them. And so I was forced to fly abroad, Indonesia, 2 years. Then it was the short period of time, then it was stability between 2017 and until the war. I was the first officer, then I quickly became a captain. But again, then COVID crisis, COVID crisis. Oh my God. So I would say maybe 5 years of my professional career totally was more or less stable in my life, like with my family. And now, even though I have income, yes, I have support from my patrons, members, and everything is more or less okay, but I worry a lot. I worry about my views, I worry about my channel, I worry about where I would live, I worry about everything. And this gives anxiety, lots of the anxiety. So maybe that's why I'm trying to, to behave like those YouTubers I follow, like Moist Critical and so on. I want to build some other things. I have ideas to film something, but maybe I'm just not that talented as they are, or maybe I put not too many efforts, or maybe English is not my native and I cannot explain everything I want in such bright manner as many YouTubers explain. So, yeah. It's difficult. Without Ukrainian update, I'm doomed. So we'll see. I still hope that this war is going to over. So it's not that I want this to continue to earn from it. No. I will find, I think, something to film about. But this general trend and yeah, everything is like not stable for me. Even though it looks nice, but it's not. You can send Swiss chocolates to that guy to give homeless. That would be, yeah. Captain Dennis World Tour. I wish. I don't know what it's going to be next. What are Neko ears? Cat ears? Neko. Those kind of? Or what? You can move to UK. Oh my god, no, not the best country in the world, but oh, I like UK. UK is one of my favorite countries actually, but it's not that. I can move whatever, like it doesn't matter where am I. It doesn't really matter. It still will be unstable. For some who doesn't speak English at first language like me, your English is understandable. Yeah. It's understandable. Cat girls ears. Become television analyst. As in, thank you, Dizes, thank you, Snifd. Well, yeah, just to understand, I have this anxiety, especially then the views are not so good that I have this feeling, oh, I'm not so popular any longer. People tired of me, so they don't want to watch me. They want to watch someone else or something. So it's always like this. Every YouTuber has it. Every YouTuber, streamer, and yeah. Then you have small views. You are happy about maybe 10,000 views or something. But then you had before hundreds of thousands of views. Then you have the number I have right now. It's yeah, it's always hard, but it's okay. Maybe it's a sign, yeah, to change to do something else. I'm not saying that everything's bad. I just give you my own feeling about the situation. That I have this anxiety. Thank you, Ozzy. That's why I started to film more, you know. Oh, I'm losing news, I'm losing views, views, and my content it also dependent on the news coming, yeah. So if the news are positive, interesting, people will watch. If the news are about nothing or negative, people tend not to click on the video. Yeah, very dependent on what is happening. Very dependent. So those influencers who connect their audience to their own personality, they may always surf this wave until some point. Like, for example, those popular streamers like, I know, I Show Speed, SQC, so they attract with their own charisma, personality. No, I'll never be pro-Russian channel, come on. It's not possible. Yeah, try to be honest, Mugjunk. Yeah, really, Craig? Thanks, that means a lot, actually. Yeah, I heard about this, Evelyn. I heard about it. Let's watch this one. What you said. Yeah, I even wanted to speak about it in a video. Germany Guard Battalion, usually known for ceremonial duties, is now training heavily for real combat in Berlin. This guy pretends to be wounded. Evacuation of the wounded, probably. So much gear they have. Including some way firefight scenarios to protect the federal government in a crisis. Commanders warn that Germany must become fully ready for hybrid threats, especially from Russia. Maybe not pro-Russian, but maybe you could make some kind of Russian language channel. Oh, no. No. Just hate will be there, that's it. No Ukrainian, no Russian. Just English. Maybe Deutsch, if I all know Deutsch. Yeah, perfect will be Spanish and English. After all, there are 1 billion people in the world who speak Spanish, yeah. In Latin America and Spain... Wolf Dicky? No, I don't know. So Germany is getting ready. Too much cameras made you just propaganda? Yeah, I think so. Also for media, you know that we are getting ready. Yeah, Spanish is a good one. I got the point where I could think in Spanish. Oh. German is the widespread in Europe, and Spanish is widespread in Latin America and part of Europe, yeah. So, yeah. Swiss chocolate unboxing videos. Actually, Ukrainian chocolate is more tasty. But I thought maybe, to go to some of the restaurants or cafes to taste different cuisine, different kitchen, and to try everything. Time for Germany to become the biggest army in Europe once again. In Finland, we are natural allies with Germans. Would you fly cargo drone with aircraft control? Yeah, why not? Actually, yesterday we spoke about the drones, and now I'm thinking maybe to make some sort of the drone company, to send the goods, or maybe to do some job elsewhere. I don't know. The Trump administration is preparing a new rule that would make it easier to shut down federal offices and programs by allowing agencies to lay off entire teams without following the usual seniority or performance-based protections. Why? What's the reason? Breaking actions. President Trump's peace plan for Ukraine includes a security guarantee modeled on NATO's fifth article, which would commit the United States and European allies to threat an attack on Ukraine as an attack on the entire transatlantic community. That looks interesting. But whether Trump really sends... I don't believe that Trump would send American forces against Russia. When do you wake up? I will wake up maybe at 10 or something, if I go sleep now. Yeah, but how can you believe Trump? Article 5 is Article 5. In this case, what's the difference, for Ukraine to be a NATO member or to have Article 5-like guarantees? This is nonsense. Like, take Ukraine in NATO then. Why you, in those same guarantees, why you say that Ukraine shouldn't be part of NATO? The idea of NATO is the 5th article. Without 5th article, NATO doesn't have any sort of the sense. So take Ukraine there. That's it. But no, you are not in a bloc, but we promise to apply Article 5 on you. Like what? Sounds fishy. France tells citizens, get ready for war. The French government has issued a resilience guide urging citizens to prepare a 74-hour emergency kit with water, canned food, medicals, and games. Games is the most important. This comes after the military chief warned France must be ready to lose our children in a war with Russia. Jeez. The guide recommends enlisting the military, police, or firefighting corps just in case playing Monopoly doesn't cut the missiles. What? Be feared to be free, Macron said, as the country pivots from freedom, equality, flattery to prepare skids, torches, and canned spears. It seems like Europe is really getting ready for something big. Everyone is getting ready. In general, if Lithuania gets attacked, they decide to connect to Kaliningrad. It is possible they won't trigger 5th article if there will be the COVID-30 or something somewhere in Asia. Like what Mark Rutte says, that China will act simultaneously with Russia. Yeah, World War III is well underway, last summer of peace. Could be. Russia won't escalate until Trump's out of the office. I think maybe opposite. Maybe they have this window for escalation. They don't know who will be elected next. They are sure that Trump will not deploy its forces to protect Baltic states. I think it's evident for everyone. Baltic states will be without American protection. So they have this window. Putin has this window to act while Trump is in office. I think like that. Russian chocolate, and what's the one with the little girl dressed like babushka? Alonka. Also, there is Ukrainian Alonka and Russian Alonka. Yeah, I think it's their window. That's their window. This is Alonka chocolate, so it has different. Yeah, it's nice chocolate. There is Russian Alonka and Ukrainian Alonka also. What's the difference? I don't know. How would you feel about the peace deal that returns Zaporizhia and Kherson in exchange of the rest of the north? No, it's like Russia will never agree on that. We are discussing nonsense. And Ukraine should never give up its territory. Donetsk Oblast especially, because there is the fortified line. There should be no exchanges. Russia doesn't promise to exchange territories. They state that they will freeze the current front line in Zaporizhia, Kherson. There is no exchange. So we are telling about nothing burger. Crimea's proof we will come for more. What? I wonder. Even NATO have budgets now to train scenarios, huge backlog, although we went through terrorist attacks and pandemic. Yeah. Shufid, yeah. Yeah. Should I go sleep or should I play some of the game? I don't know. What should I do? I completely cracked my schedule. In Canada, they make a chocolate-covered cherry. Had it once. I wish I hadn't. Get some sleep. Okay, yeah, I think I need some sleep, guys. I think I need some sleep. Thank you for joining me today. Today we have kind of the promising stream. Especially on YouTube. On Twitch, I don't know. But on YouTube, it was nice. 107 viewers right now. It's nice. As for the night time, it is cool. I think I should start streaming somewhere in the evening for more people to join. So, yeah. Thanks for joining me. And bonus noches, yeah, Hog. Ciao, guys. You're awesome.